Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Let me ask you a question. Let's say you have a pair of glasses, and these are your glasses, okay? And a bully boy comes and says, "Give me that pair of glasses, otherwise I will beat you up." Well, you're a coward, and you're gonna give the glasses to Gigi. And after a while, Gigi gets arrested. And they look around, and what do you think? And the glasses are found. What should be done with the glasses? You have A, the glasses be destroyed, glasses be left somewhere else, or glasses be given back to where they were taken from. And I think C is the winning number here. All right, the glasses that were taken by that guy through the threats should return to the owner. Correct? Correct. Now, why isn't this happening with the Republic of Moldova? The Republic of Moldova was part of Bessarabia. That was taken, as these glasses were taken, by Soviet Union, by the Georgian Stalin. Okay? Cowards Romanians gave Bessarabia to Stalin, the whole region. Soviet Union collapsed. Where is Moldova? Not with me. Somehow Moldova stays here by itself. Shouldn't that come back to me because it was mine? Of course. Now, I have the answer why it's not coming here. But let me cover this first. And what I cover today is an article where we have the current Moldovan president, Maya Sandu. I think she's either a below 86 IQ, or she's a coward, or she is on the payroll of, you know what I mean? There's no, or maybe all three of them, I don't know, something like that. So what happened? I'm going to use an article and I'm going to use a few maps. All right? Here is the article, which states that the Moldovan president says that we are only safe thanks to Ukraine. Russia wants to remake the Soviet Union. Ukrainska Pravda. So Moldovan President Maya Sandu believes that Russia had successfully taken over Ukraine. No, if Russia had successfully taken over Ukraine, it would have continued its expansion by bringing its troops to Moldova. All right, this is a scenario. I think if Russia would have taken over Ukraine, Jesus Christ would have come and bring peace. That's my scenario. You have no evidence to support your scenario, as I have no evidence to support my scenario. My scenario actually is more realistic than yours, if we are to believe in... All right, so this is what Miss Sandu thinks, all right, that without Ukraine, which, you know, is not Ukraine, it's NATO, but she's dumb. So being dumb, she said, thanks to Ukraine, not to Ukraine, to NATO, because Ukraine without NATO will be done. So Maya, this person right here, come on. Oh, don't see it. Come on, Maya. You don't want to see a face. Anyway, Maya is either misleading, or she just doesn't know. Now, let me tell you about Romania. All right? Not that I want anything to change here, really, but in the name of the glasses analogy, all right, I would like to tell you a few things. So this is how Romania used to look after 1918 until 1939, actually 1940, all right? You see here Poland right here? So guess what? Poland wants those things. That is in Ukraine right now, this right here. You see Czechoslovakia? This is in Ukraine right now. And parts from here are in Ukraine that used to belong to Hungary. So all these parts here belong to these countries. And then this was Soviet Union, now is Ukraine here. Okay, regardless, let's move on here. You see this, what this car is like a brick color, whatever this is, kind of brown. This right here in the northeast of Romania, this is Romania obviously. This is called Bessarabia. And here is Bukovina, right here, this, I don't know what color that is, mustard color. No, Stalin asked for this part right here from northern Bukovina, and he got it, and whole Bessarabia, the whole thing here, not the blue one, The whole, this color right here. This Bessarabia was considered also Moldova, but anyway, let's put it Bessarabia. Right? So he got all this, Stalin, and he divided Bessarabia and he made it into this. Republic of Moldova. So he got right here, all this was given to Ukraine. You see Ukraine? All this was given to Ukraine. And all this was given to Ukraine from this. So all this southern part of Bessarabia was just given to Ukraine. That's it. You take it. And all this right here, the north, the Hotin, right here, Hotin and Chernouts and Storozhonets right here, all this was given to Ukraine. So here is Moldova right now. It used to be like this, Bessarabia. That was taken. All that down here, all this belonged to, these are the glasses, the eyeglasses, all right? So go again. All these are the eyeglasses. Where should I come back? After it was cut like this. Now, if Miss Sandu, the president of Moldova, really wants to be honest, she should first tell Ukraine, give me back my country, give me back all that, and then come back as glasses here. But she doesn't do that. She kisses the butt of Ukraine when these parts of her country, that should have been her country, are in Ukraine. So who's the occupier? Sandu. So obviously Ukraine has Bessarabian territory. They were never belonged to Ukraine. Belonged to the other guys from time to time, but not to Ukraine, because Ukraine was formed in 1918. Exactly when this came into being, as you see it right here. All right? So I'm sorry about Miss Sandu, but before Miss Sandu talks about Russia, she should get this first back from her friends right here that she's so eager to thank. And then maybe I would say, well, now you, next move is to come to me, where you were taken. Why is not that happening? Because there's an understanding. There was an understanding after 1991. People here like to say that we beat Soviet Union and Soviet Union collapsed because we outspent them militarily. Well, this is true out of that. It's true. Yes, that's correct. They got into that spending. But that's not the whole story. Why? Because it was a controlled collapse. Did you see that? It was a controlled. Oh, no, it was not controlled. Okay. Then you tell me all those who was allowed to have what, you remember? After 1991, when Soviet Union collapsed, so Gigi was arrested, basically. So he is gone. Why the glasses did not come back? Because Gigi was not really arrested. Gigi was together with the police. And together, police, right here, the ones that won the Cold War, and the ones that lost, they decided that the glasses should not be returned to Emil or to you. All right, so that's somewhere, even if the Moldovans, how do you want to call them? Bessarabian, however you want to call them. Moldovans, I don't really care. Will say, yeah, we want to go to Romania. We want to, like, for instance, Crimea did. Or others over there. We can't name them. Well, they will not be allowed. I guarantee you that. Until these guys, both of them, agree. Now Russia obviously is out of the picture. So only this guy has to agree. Because obviously this guy broke the whole thing right here. Ukraine is going to be done. So that therefore Moldova is kind of with these guys. Why is Moldova not coming back? Why are the glasses not returned? And Sandu, she's for not even acknowledging that. That's one of the reasons. Now, do I want Moldova, those parts, to come back to Romania? I really don't give a fuck. And I tell you why. Because what's going on in Romania and what is in Romania right now, it's kind of like a very corrupt mafioso kind of state. So you got two mafioso states, two mafia states, Moldova and Romania. So it doesn't really not benefit the Romanians per se, because you got a small mafia gang with a bigger mafia gang. Obviously, the smaller mafia gang has the whole Moldova. So it's like a fish in a little bowl. It's the boss over there. But if you take that fish and put it in a bigger bowl, you have bigger fish. So it's not going to be as important. You know what I mean? So that's one reason why Moldova doesn't come back from these guys' point of view. Not because they wouldn't want it. They could have been very easily done, like, okay, we're going to unite. All right, do a referenda or just do it. And that's it. Well, you don't care about other minorities that would think over there. Like you didn't care for the Hungarians, Poles, and Romanians, and Slovaks, and the Czechs. Remember those things? When you took that and gave it to Ukraine, you didn't care about those minorities. So it was just done like this. That was according to the West and the East, the evil empire plus the good people. After 1945, they decided on the new territories and the new borders. Not the Russians necessarily. It was agreed before Stalin with Churchill and with Roosevelt, and then Truman came around like a loser that he was anyway. And he dropped 2 atomic bombs, but hey, he's a hero somehow. Anyway, so you see, when I see this Sandu talking about the Russians gonna be thanks Ukraine first, not don't thank Ukraine, thank NATO. If you really are to believe that the Russians will come and bomb you and do whatever. Because if NATO, you take it out of, which is United States, take it out of the equation, the Ukraine will be already done. No, first, the Russians, I don't think they would have invaded. That's my first assessment. I don't think they would invade it. All right, that's my first thing. Maybe they were doing something else, but not invaded. But maybe the same. This is a scenario. Okay, this is my assessment. No NATO in Ukraine. It was that's at least what those guys said. Now you say, well, they're lying. Well, we wouldn't know nowadays. Why? Because it happened. What happened? So yeah, you should thank NATO. And then the second one, ask your defenders, Ukraine, to give you back your territories and then come back where you were taken from. And then we talk. All right? So, as I said, I don't do this for Romania or Moldova. No, they're too far away. I'm doing this just to expose these weasels where they say certain things and they're very, very dishonest in what they say. All right? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.